Good afternoon. This is Flip TV News. I am Olajide Taufik Olamide. First, the top stories. Now to the news in details. The vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Dati Baba Ahmed, has urged the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, not to hold the swearing-in of the President-elect, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on May 29. Tinubu, the flag-bearer of the All Progressives Congress, APC, was declared the winner of the presidential election on March 1 by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. But Baba Ahmed, speaking on Channel's television program, urged that the APC failed to meet the requirement of Section 134, subsection 2A and B of the Nigerian Constitution for election into the office of the President. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and his party have made good their threat to challenge the February 25 presidential elections, which saw the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, declare Asiwaju Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress as the president-elect. The petitioners are challenging the declaration on grounds of substantial non-compliance with relevant laws. Atiku, in a petition filed by his team of lawyers led by Joe Kiari Gadzama SAN, asked the court to declare him winner or, in the alternative order, a rerun between him and Tinubu, or have the entire election nullified and a fresh one conducted. The petitioners held that failure of the first respondent to electronically transmit the result meant that the election was not conducted in accordance with the provisions of the Electoral Act 2022 and other extant laws. They argued that the non-compliance substantially affected the result of the election, in that the second respondent ought not to have been declared or returned as the winner of the polls. The Federal Executive Council has approved the sum of 453.90 billion naira for the procurement of rolling stock, operation and maintenance equipment for the Kano-Maradi standard gauge rail line currently under construction. The Minister of Transportation, Muazu Sambo, disclosed this to State House correspondent on Wednesday, March the 22nd, after this week's council meeting chaired by President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. The approved sum also includes 510.93 million naira meant for procuring 4 customized fire service and search and rescue vans in Seaport at Port Harcourt, Lagos State Complex, Tinkan Island Port, and the Marina headquarters of the Nigerian Port Authority. The 248-kilometer rail line will traverse Kano, other cities such as Kazuare in Bauchi State, Daura and Masashi in Katsina State, Dutse in Jigawa State, the border town of Jibia, before terminating in Niger Republic's trade and agricultural hub of Maradi. According to a former transport minister, Rotimi Amechi, the line has 15 stations along its path, with a forecasted daily traffic of 9,364 passengers and approximately 3,000 metric tons of cargo. However, the project has been fraught with resistance, especially from lawmakers. Boss Mustapha, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, has been suspended by the All Progressives Congress in his ward. Muazu Kabiri, an official of the party in Gwadabawa ward of Jimeta, said the SJF did not make meaningful contribution to the party during the elections. He noted that the SGF lost its polling unit to the People's Democratic Party at the presidential and governorship polls. However, the Adamawa State chapter of the APC has kicked against the action, saying that the ward has no right to suspend Boss Mustapha. After 4 days of political logjam and anxiety, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) at exactly 5:24 p.m. on Wednesday declared the Labour Party candidate Dr. Alex Oti as the winner of the March 18 governorship poll in Abia State and threw the state into wild jubilation. Oti polled 175,467 votes to defeat his closest rival, Chief Oke Ahiwe of the ruling People's Democratic Party, who polled 88,529 votes. Chief Enyinaya Nwafo of the Young Progressives Party (YPP) came third with 28,972 votes. Returning officer and Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology Owerri, Futo, Professor Nnenna Oti, subsequently declared Oti the governor-elect, having polled the highest number of votes and satisfied all necessary conditions. Oti had almost won the governorship election in 2015 when he contested against the incumbent governor Okezie Ikpeazu, but his ambition was stopped by the same Obingwa mystery vote. In 2015, Oti, who then contested on the platform of the All Progressives Grand Alliance (ABGA), had swept 16 local government areas when suddenly Obingwa brought in over 80,000 votes in favor of Ikpeazu, thus forcing the returning officer to declare the poll inconclusive. Candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has accused the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) of installing a third-party device he said was used to intercept and switch results of the presidential election that was held on February 25th in the favor of ruling All Progressives Congress candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Atiku, in a 66-page petition lodged before the Presidential Election Petition Court, sitting at the Court of Appeal in Abuja, further alleged that INEC had, prior to the election, redeployed its in-house ICT expert, Mr. Chidi Nwafo, and replaced him with an IT consultant that helped to install the third-party mechanism. According to Atiku, the said IT consultant, Mr. Suleiman Farouk, ensured that the device was intermediated between the Bimodal Voter Accreditation System (BVAS) and the IREF portal known as Device Management Systems. He told the court that the DMS was the software that allowed INEC's IT security consultant, Mr. Farouk, to remotely control, monitor, and filter data transmitted from the BVAS devices to the electronic collation system and the IREF portal. Workers have vowed to stay at home from next week until further notice over the worsening naira scarcity. They said they can no longer pay for transportation fares to work. However, the Nigerian Labour Congress also directed all its affiliate unions to mobilize for the picketing of the Central Bank of Nigeria offices, including its headquarters in Abuja, from next week until cash is made available to the masses. In sport, Super Eagles player Victor Osimhen has disclosed the Super Eagles do not underrate the duties of Guinea-Bissau ahead of the Friday's African Cup of Nations qualifying match. The Napoli forward noted that the Super Eagles would give the Guinea-Bissau team the respect they deserve. Osimhen also expressed confidence that Super Eagles is ready to defeat the Jutus of Guinea-Bissau. The Super Eagles had defeated the Jutus 3-0 the last time both teams met in a group game at the 2021 AFCON Cup in Cameroon. The three-time African champions will entertain Bakiru Kande's side in a 2023 African Cup of Nations Match Day 3 encounter at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, Abuja. That's all we have for you for now. You can do well to like, share, and subscribe to Flip TV for more news updates. I am Olajide Taufik Olamide. Thanks for staying with us.